Hey, space fans! Have you ever stopped to think about how different life would be without our celestial neighbor, the moon? I'm talking no more moonlit walks, no more werewolves. Not that those were a real concern anyway, and more importantly, no more tides. That's right, the moon's gravitational pull is what causes the daily rise and fall of our oceans, but the moon's influence goes far beyond the tides. From the length of our day to the stability of our planet's spin, the moon plays a vital role in shaping the world we know. So buckle up, because today we're embarking on a cosmic thought experiment. We're going to explore the profound and often surprising ways in which a moonless Earth would be a completely different world. Let's get started. Let's start with something we all learn in elementary school: the tides. The moon's gravity tugs on the Earth, and the oceans respond most dramatically because they're fluid. This creates the bulges of water that we experience as high tide. Now, imagine a world without those tides. Coastal ecosystems, finely tuned to the ebb and flow, would be thrown into chaos. Marine life, from the smallest crabs to the largest whales, depends on the tides for feeding, breeding, and migration. Without them, entire food chains would collapse. And it's not just about the ocean. Tides also help drive ocean currents, which distribute heat around the globe and regulate our planet's climate. Without the moon's influence, we could be looking at more extreme weather patterns and unpredictable shifts in climate. You might not realize it, but our planet has a bit of a wobble. It's not enough to make us stumble around, thankfully, but it's there. And you know what helps keep that wobble in check? You guessed it, the moon. The moon's gravity acts like a stabilizing force on Earth's rotation, keeping our axial tilt relatively stable at around 23.5 degrees. This tilt is what gives us our seasons. Without the moon's steadying influence, that tilt could become much more dramatic. Imagine seasons so extreme that some parts of the Earth experience scorching summers and frigid winters, while others are plunged into perpetual twilight. We're talking about the kind of climate change that could make life on Earth as we know it impossible. Ever wish you had more hours in a day? Well, be careful what you wish for. Without the moon, our days would be significantly shorter. How much shorter? Try a day that's only 6 to 12 hours long. You see, billions of years ago, when the Earth was young and spun much faster, a day was only about 6 hours long. The moon's gravitational pull has been gradually slowing us down ever since. It's a process that's still happening, but at a very, very slow rate. But if the moon vanished, that braking effect would disappear. Our planet would spin much faster and our days would fly by. This would mess with everything from plant photosynthesis to animal migration patterns. And let's not forget about our own sleep cycles. Talk about a permanent case of jet lag. Chapter 4. Lost in Space, the moon as our guide. Let's turn our attention to the night sky. Without the moon, the stars would be brilliant and dazzling, no doubt. But we'd be missing something else, a vital navigational tool that humans and animals have relied on for millennia. For centuries, sailors used the moon and the stars to navigate the open ocean. Animals too rely on the moon for orientation and migration. Birds use the moon to navigate during their long journeys, and sea turtles use moonlight to find their way back to the sea after hatching on the beach. Without the moon, we'd lose this natural compass in the sky. Navigation would become more difficult, and countless species would be thrown off course, potentially disrupting entire ecosystems. Chapter 5. Missing Moonbeams, a Cultural and Psychological Void. The moon has inspired poets, artists, and musicians for centuries. It's a symbol of romance, mystery, and the vastness of the cosmos. But its absence wouldn't just leave a void in our cultural landscape. It could also have profound psychological effects. Think about it. For millennia, humans have gazed up at the moon and found comfort in its presence. It's a constant in our ever-changing world. Its cycles have shaped our myths, our religions, and even our calendars. Without the moon, we might feel a sense of cosmic loneliness, a disconnect from the natural world. After all, the moon is more than just a celestial body. It's a part of our collective human experience. Chapter 6. The Evolution of Life. A Lunar Legacy. The moon hasn't just shaped our planet, it may have also played a role in the evolution of life itself. Remember those tides we talked about? Well, some scientists believe that life on Earth may have originated in those tidal pools where the rhythmic ebb and flow of the ocean created a rich and dynamic environment. Without the moon's influence, those tidal pools wouldn't exist, and the path of evolution might have taken a very different course. It's even possible that life on Earth, as we know it, might not have emerged at all. Of course, this is all speculation, but it highlights the incredible interconnectedness of our universe and how even seemingly small changes can have ripple effects that echo through time. Outro: the moon, our silent guardian. As we've seen, a moonless Earth would be a vastly different place. The moon's influence on our planet is so profound that its absence would touch every aspect of our world, from the rhythm of the tides to the stability of our climate and the very evolution of life itself. While we can only speculate about the specific ways in which life might have adapted or failed to adapt in a moonless scenario, one thing is clear. The moon has played an indispensable role in shaping the world we know and love, so the next time you look up at the night sky and see that familiar silvery orb, take a moment to appreciate our celestial neighbor. It's more than just a pretty face in the sky. It's a silent guardian, a cosmic dance partner, and a vital force in the grand symphony of life on Earth.